What's up, football fans? Big Al here on this Tuesday, September 3rd, 2024. And welcome back to the latest college football rankings, as we'll take a look at both the Associated Press poll and the AFCA Coaches poll, as we do every Monday. But since the week was extended through yesterday, we're doing the power rankings today, but look for these every Monday. All right, let's jump into the current Associated Press Top 25 College Football poll, starting at the top with number 1 Georgia. 1-0 record, 1,545 points, and 57 first place votes. They toppled Clemson in the kickoff game in Atlanta last week, 34-3, and this week they will host Tennessee Tech in their true home opener. The Ohio State Buckeyes stay at number 2, 1-0 record, 1,478 points, and 5 first place votes. They rolled Akron 52-6, and this week they'll host the Broncos of Western Michigan. Up 1 spot to number 3, the Texas Longhorns. 1-0 record, 1,418 points. They pitched a shutout against Colorado State last week, 52-0 in Austin. This week, they're headed to the Big House to face the defending national champions, the Michigan Wolverines, and I'll tell you where they fell in just a sec. Also moving up 1 spot to number 4 are the Alabama Crimson Tide. 1-0 record, 1,309 points. They also won in shutout fashion, blanking Western Kentucky 63-0. This week they'll host South Florida down at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Up 2 spots to number 5, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 1-0 record, 1,240 points. They won at Texas A&M last week, 23-13. And this week, they'll have their home opener against Northern Illinois. No change at number 6 with the Ole Miss Running Rebels. 1-0 record, 1,212 points. They dropped a 70-burger on Furman, winning 76-0. And this week, they will host Middle Tennessee. The Oregon Ducks fell 4 spots to number 7. They're 1-0 with 1,197 points. They dropped despite beating Idaho 24-14. And this week, they'll host another team from the state of Idaho. That would be the Boise State Broncos. The Penn State Nittany Lions hang tough at number 8. 1-0 record, 1,146 points. They won 34-12 at West Virginia in a game many thought that an upset would be sprung, but apparently not. This week, they'll open up Happy Valley with their home opener against Bowling Green. Moving up 2 spots to number 9, the Missouri Tigers. 1-0 record, 968 points. They shut out Murray State 51-0, and this week they'll host Buffalo. The defending national champion Michigan Wolverines slipped a spot down to number 10. 1-0 record, 935 points. They also fell despite beating Fresno State 30-10. Truth be told, our offense really didn't look that good. And we have a tough test at home this week with number 3, Texas. The Utah Utes are up 1 spot to number 11. 1-0 record, 897 points. They shut out Southern Utah 49-0, and they'll host the Baylor Bears this week up in Salt Lake City. Next are the Miami Hurricanes, moving up 7 spots to number 12, and this is not even the biggest jump this week in the AP. They have a 1-0 record and 893 points. They went into Gainesville and stomped Florida 41-17. Now they're back home hosting Florida A&M. Little crosstown rivalry there. The biggest jump in the AP belongs to the USC Trojans, moving up 10 spots to number 13. 1-0 record, 811 points. Of course, they defeated then 13th ranked LSU 27-20 out in Vegas on Sunday night, and they will host Utah State this week down in Los Angeles. The Tennessee Volunteers are up a spot to number 14. 1-0 record and 784 points. They won big over cross-state rival Chattanooga 69-3. I wouldn't call them a rival, but they are from the same state. And they got a big game coming up in Knoxville against 24th ranked NC State. I think I spelled that, but that's okay. Number 15, also up one spot, are the Oklahoma Sooners. 1-0 record, 703 points. They smashed Temple 51-3. This week they'll host the Houston Cougars. Up one spot to number 16 are the Oklahoma State Cowboys. 1-0 record, 610 points. They won 44-20 over South Dakota State. And this week they will welcome the Arkansas Razorbacks to Stillwater. Also moving up one spot to number 17 are the Kansas State Wildcats. 1-0 record, 607 points. They demolished UT Martin 41-6. And they are off to New Orleans this week to face the Tulane Green Wave. LSU has the second biggest drop in this week's AP poll, falling 5 spots to number 18. 0-1 record, 410 points. Losing in Vegas Sunday night to USC 27-20. They'll try to get back on track at home against Nicholls State. The Kansas Jayhawks move up 3 spots to number 19. 1-0 record, 349 points. They blew out Lindenwood 48-3. Now they're headed to Big Ten country to face the Illinois Fighting Illini. The Arizona Wildcats are up a spot to number 20. 1-0 record, 339 points. They beat New Mexico in a highly entertaining game, 61-39. Now they'll welcome the Northern Arizona Lumberjacks, who will make the trip down from Flagstaff to Tucson to face the Cats. The Iowa Hawkeyes are up 4 spots to number 21. 1-0 record, 294 points. They shut out Illinois State 40-0. Remember, this is an offense that couldn't score for much of last season, but they did in their opener. Now their in-state rivals, the Iowa State Cyclones, will come to Iowa City this week. New at number 22 are the Louisville Cardinals. 1-0 record, 188 points. They shut out Austin Peay 62-0, and this week they will host Jacksonville State. The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets are also new to the rankings at number 23. 2-0 record, 161 points. They blew out Georgia State 35-12, and before that, they upset Florida State over in Dublin in week 0. This week, they are in the Dome against Syracuse. Holding steady at number 24, the NC State Wolfpack. 1-0 record, 142 points. They won 38-21 over Western Carolina, and this week they have a tall test at home against number 14 Tennessee. And the biggest drop in the AP poll belongs to the Clemson Tigers, plummeting 11 spots to number 25. 0-1 record, 134 points. They got dominated, especially in the second half against top-ranked Georgia, 34-3 down in Atlanta. They'll have their home opener this week against Appalachian State. So dropping from the AP poll this week is Florida State, off to a 0-2 start. They were number 10. They're not even getting points in the AP this week. And Texas A&M, the other team to drop from the rankings, they were number 20. And they lead the others receiving votes category with 97 points. Then you got the Boston College Eagles with 49. Boston College, of course, the latest team to beat Florida State. Boise State 47 points, Iowa State 32 points, Memphis 27, Nebraska 27, SMU 23, Washington 20, Liberty 12, Wisconsin 8, Vanderbilt with 8, likewise with Auburn, Tulane 4 points, North Carolina 4 points, UTSA 3 points, Appalachian State 3 points, West Virginia 2 points, along with Kentucky and Arkansas, while UNLV and Colorado each get 1 point. So that's the latest AP poll. Let's take a look at the AFCA Coaches Poll entering week number 2. And it's pretty much the same teams with the exception of one, and no change with the top 2, as Georgia remains at the top, 1-0 record, 1,371 points. And Ohio State stays at number 2, 1-0 record, 1,316 points, and 3 first-place votes. By the way, I don't think I mentioned Georgia getting 51 first-place votes, but if I did, you got that info twice. Texas is up 1 spot to number 3, 1-0 record, 1,245 points. Number 4, also up a spot, is Alabama, 1-0 record, 1,172 points. Ole Miss moves up 1 spot to number 5, 1-0 record, 1,081 points. Just 1 tick ahead of the now number 6 Oregon Ducks after a 3-point drop. They are 1-0 with 1,080 points. Notre Dame hangs tough at number 7, 1-0 record, 1,079 points. Penn State moves up 1 spot to number 8, 1-0 record, 987 points. They essentially trade spots with Michigan, who moved down to number 9, 1-0 record, 919 points. Then you've got Missouri at number 10, 1-0 record, 848 points. Utah moves up 2 spots to number 11 with a 1-0 record and 779 points. The Tennessee Volunteers are at number 12, moving up 3 spots. 1-0 record, 753 points. Oklahoma is at 13, also up 3 spots. 1-0 record, 705 points. Just like the AP poll, USC has the biggest jump in the coaches poll, up 9 spots to number 14. 1-0 record, 655 points. Just ahead of 15th ranked Miami, who moved up 4 spots. 1-0 record, 650 points. Up 1 to number 16 is Kansas State, 1-0 record, 537 points. 17 is Oklahoma State, 1-0 record, 499 points. They're also up 1 spot. Arizona moves up 3 spots to number 18, 1-0 record, 348 points. Biggest drop, this is actually the second biggest drop. That's LSU, down 7 spots to number 19. 0-1 record, 341 points. Kansas and Iowa both move up 4 spots. Kansas is at 20 with a 1-0 record and 295 points. Iowa is at 21. 1-0 record, 260 points. Again, both teams moving up 4 spots. The Clemson Tigers have the biggest drop in the coaches poll, just as they did in the AP. Down 8 spots to number 22, 0-1, 223 points. 23 down a spot is North Carolina State, 1-0 record, 154 points. Louisville is one of 2 newcomers coming in at number 24, 1-0 record and 101 points. And the Washington Huskies, the national title game runner-up from last year, enters at number 25, 1-0 record and 95 points. They won 35-3 over Weber State, and this week they will host Eastern Michigan. It's the same 2 teams that dropped from the AP poll, which also dropped from the coaches poll, and in the same spots as well. Florida State from number 10 and Texas A&M from number 20. Others receiving votes include Georgia Tech with 86, the aforementioned Texas A&M with 78, Memphis 43, Kentucky 23, Boise State 22, SMU 19, Auburn 13, Wisconsin 11, Iowa State 10, Tulane 9, UNLV 9, Liberty 9, Maryland 9, Nebraska 8, Boston College 7, South Florida 5, Air Force 4, James Madison with 4, UTSA 3, same with Appalachian State and North Carolina, Texas State 2, and Coastal Carolina and Syracuse, each with 1 point apiece. And those are the latest college football rankings from the Associated Press and the AFCA Coaches Poll entering week 2 of the season. We'll be back next week on our normal day on Monday with the week 3 rankings, so join me for that. Plus, tomorrow we'll be back live with the week 2 college football television schedule, and then on Thursday we'll make my week 1 NFL picks. So a lot of content coming around here this week. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Ring the bell and get notified every time I go live. Big Al signing off. Thanks for watching and enjoy the pigskin. Peace out.